I'm a somewhat popular YouTuber, and my wife deleted my recordings because she has never seen me cry and says I'm unemotional. Posted by you/note me identity. First of all, please don't ask me who I am or my YouTube alias. I want to keep this anonymous. Anne, 27F, and I, 28M, have been married for 9 months. We've been together for 3 years. Our relationship has been pretty smooth, and I love her to bits. However, we have a big personality clash. We've lived with it in the past, but it's affected her more than it has affected me. I'm more of a keep-it-all-in guy, and I prefer to deal with my issues by myself. She, on the other hand, talks about her issues with me, and we work through them together. I've always been a little cold, maybe steely is a better word. I'm not too emotional. Not that it's a good or bad thing, it's just the way I am. My wife and I were forced to put down our dog recently. He was my dog before we met, but he became a big part of our family. She loved the hell out of that dog, and I did too. When I lived abroad for a year, he kept her company, and she was very close to him. So, we came back from the vet, and she was crying all the way. I was feeling really sad, but I wasn't really showing it. She asked why I wasn't feeling sad. I told her I was. She started screaming at me for not having feelings, for being inhuman, for being cold, and for her being scared of me because of that. I told her that I cannot force myself to cry and that I was feeling terrible inside. We got home, and she went off about how I'm barely human and basically an automaton. She then went on and on about how she has never seen me cry, not when we had broken up 1.5 years into our relationship, not when my mother died, not when I was leaving for a year to work abroad. I told her that me crying doesn't solve anything and that she should quit bothering me. I went to bed. The next morning, I woke up and decided to edit some videos I wanted to upload. I work from home and have one main computer to work from. It has 3 hard drives. The first one is my OS drive, the other 2 have recordings on them. I wake up to find the other 2 completely wiped. I freak out and irrationally think that it might have been some software or something. I try to see what the cause was, and I can't figure out anything. I had put in so much work recording these videos, so much effort had gone into them. I broke down. I had backed up only the recordings from 2 months ago. I'm sobbing hard, and I just feel pathetic. I'd lost so much of my work, and I couldn't figure out how. My wife then comes in and sees me. I tell her what happened. She tells me she did it. She wanted to see me cry and didn't know how else to make it happen. She is happy she got to see that some part of me is human. She tells me it was healthy for me to let my emotions out. I swear to God, that's the first time I've ever wanted to hit her. I would have strangled her. I packed up a few things, laptop, phone, got in the car, and told her that I'll call her when I am ready. I'm staying with a buddy of mine right now, and I need to figure this crap out. She was all apologetic and loving when I was leaving and was acting confused. I feel nothing but hatred towards her right now, but I need to be tactful in handling this situation. Help me figure it out? Top/relevant comments. Commenter. There is no way she was doing this for your own good. She was mad. Here's what I think she was feeling. Misery loves company. She saw you being all stoic about your dead dog that she loved, and it pissed her off. Your nonchalance felt like disrespect to the dead. It also left her isolated and grieving by herself. I think she wanted to punish you for not being sad, not just for hiding your sadness, but for not being appropriately sad enough. And if you love your precious videos more than the loyal dog, you deserve to cry then, don't you? I think she made a bad decision to punish you when her emotions were running high with grief. Then she tried to cover it up with a cold-hearted justification. Her weird justification makes what she did seem even worse than it was. Commenter 2. This is all sorts of messed up. Sorry, op, but she went about this the wrong way and acted like she was 13. Seems a bit sadistic. You two definitely need counseling to recover from this. Op's response. Right now, before I even think about saving my marriage, I want to know how to go about confronting her about this. I'm going to take a few days to cool off because I'm mad to the point of physical violence right now. That's why I immediately left as soon as she told me. Commenter 3. Honestly, if your wife doesn't have the empathy or sanity to realize that deleting your videos, which you work hard on, are passionate about, and are the source of your income, just to see if you'll cry is an effing bad idea, you probably shouldn't confront her beyond serving her divorce papers. Commenter 4. You confront her by saying, do you have any feelings about a divorce? Go ahead, let them all out. It's healthy for you. It's not about videos, it's about the absolutely ridiculous worldview she has. If you fall down and break your leg, will she keep hitting it until you show the amount of pain she feels is right? I wouldn't trust her with my property, my feelings, or my future. And if I can't trust my spouse, there's no point to the marriage. Op's response. Texted her. I received a text, how are you feeling? I'm pissed, so I texted her, hey. Do you have any feelings about a divorce? Go ahead, let them all out. It's healthy for you. Her response, baby, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Leo died, and I guess it was just too hard on me. I love you so much, and I know what I did was terrible. Please forgive me and come home. I miss you. Let's just talk this through. Leo was our dog. Another text, please don't do anything rash. We just got married. Why divorce? We have our entire lives ahead of us. Please don't let one mistake of mine ruin that future. I love you. I'm sorry. Please come home. Or at least tell me where you are. Update 5 days later. A lot has happened. I'm not going to cover all the events of the past few days, but here's the most important stuff. Data, I had a friend hook me up with a local store that specializes in this. Proper recovery is expensive, but they said that since no data is rewritten, it's possible. Waiting to hear from them tomorrow. Divorce, I decided that I'm not going to ask for a divorce. What happened was bad, but not divorce worthy. I want to give this a chance. Wife, I went back to her. She was crying. It looked like she had been for a long time. I went in, and she hugged me and cried even more, apologizing profusely. When she got a little more stable, we talked. She started by saying that she understood how badly she screwed up. She said that I am well warranted to ask for a divorce. However, she said that she will never pull crap like this again and that she doesn't want to spend the rest of her life in regret. She begged me for one last chance. Having had a wonderful relationship before this, I decided that I wanted to give her another chance. I asked her to explain why she did what she did. She said that, first, Leo's death really got to her. Second, she confessed that she always felt like the weaker one in the relationship. She felt completely alone when she cried. I made a mental note to comfort her better when she's a little emotional. But she said that she understood now. And she said that she felt terrible for engaging in such a power play, and that she understood that we're just different people. She told me she really regretted her actions and wanted one chance to make it up to me. Thanks for your help and suggestions. Note, the comments I made in the previous post, well, I was pissed, really angry, and also drunk. I thought about matters the next day and then took action. I can't believe I forgot to put this in. Marriage counseling, we're getting an appointment to get through this issue. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. Glad you updated this. I've been lurking for years but made an account just to give my 2 cents, since the comments on your last post were terrifying. A lot of people on this sub, unfortunately, want drama and want to see relationships burn. Others are helpful, genuinely care, and offer advice. The people calling your wife a sociopath? Those comments showed a blatant lack of education on the subject and were completely unjustified. 1. Sociopaths typically don't grieve over the deaths of pets, and a sociopath wouldn't text to ask how you were feeling. Your wife made a horrible mistake, but that doesn't mean she is a sociopath. People were comparing your wife to a character from a Philip K. Dick novel, for crying out loud, and telling you she'd kill your children. Don't let them manipulate you into believing your relationship is well and truly doomed. 2. She apologized. I know people will tell you it's because she only wants security from you, but they don't know your relationship, and they don't know your wife. You do. Try to make things work, see a counselor if things are difficult, but don't turn your back on a marriage you've just entered over things that are fixable and can be worked on. You are both willing to give things a try, and that is great. 3. Dogs are like members of the family. I think your wife was just alarmed that you weren't showing emotion over the loss of a pet and family member important to both of you, and she acted out severely. She told you she regrets what she did, and hopefully this is true. Communication is key, so you need to make sure she knows that something like this is never acceptable in the future. Hope everything goes well, Op. All the best. Commenter 2. She confessed that she always felt like the weaker one in the relationship. And she said that she felt terrible for engaging in such a power play. These are really interesting comments. She saw your lack of emotionality as a power play because she felt weak for being so emotional. That drove her to try and make you feel weak, making you her equal, in her eyes, and balancing the power dynamic. So this was never about you not being emotional enough, this was about her shame over being an emotional person. Given the above, I don't think giving her more comfort when she is emotional is going to help very much. That may end up making her feel weaker. I would focus more on validation than comfort. In other words, rather than expressing sympathy, express how legitimate her emotions are. Put into words what you perceive she is feeling, and why, to make sure you truly understand, then talk about how understandable it is that she would feel that way. And watch your back. When she feels weak and insecure, she may very well act out again. She has shown her hand, so don't be surprised by that. Commenter 3. You mean you're not entirely defining your wife as a person by a single, out-of-character action she took while being irrationally upset, and are actually trying to live up to the ugly and gritty parts of your marriage vows by working on your relationship with assertiveness, communication, and counseling? It's like you don't even know where you are, man. Are you sure you don't want to try vanishing from her life without so much as another word and start doing a crapload of sit-ups? Editor's note. Op has not posted another update since his last one, dated 2015.